Hi, this is the History of Israel podcast, an Each My Own Beat podcast. Over the coming weeks, months, and years, we'll be discussing the history of Israel. This is not a podcast to say which side is right, which side is wrong. It's not a podcast to talk about the war which is happening in Palestine. It's just simply the history of Israel. Welcome back to the History of Israel podcast. This is episode 12. Assyrian invasions. Tiglath-Pileser III of Assyria invaded Israel in around 732 BCE. The kingdom of Israel fell to the Assyrians following a long siege of the capital of Samaria around 720 BCE. The records of Sargon II of Assyria indicated that he had captured Samaria and deported 27,290 inhabitants to Mesopotamia. It is likely that Shalmaneser captured the city, since both the Babylonian Chronicles and the Hebrew Bible viewed the fall of Israel as the signature event of this reign. The Assyrian deportations became the basis for the Jewish idea of the lost tribes. Foreign groups were settled by the Assyrians in territories of the fallen kingdom. Samaritans claimed to be descendants from the Israelites of ancient Samaria, who were not expelled by the Assyrians. It is believed that the refugees from the destructor of Israel moved to Judah, massively expanding Jerusalem and leading to the construction of the Shalom Tunnel during the rule of King Hezekiah, who ruled from 715 to 686 BCE. The tunnel could provide water during the siege of the construction is described in the Bible. The Siloam inscription, a plaque written in Hebrew, left by the construction team, was discovered in the tunnel in 1880 and today is held in the Istanbul Archaeological Museum. During Hezekiah's rule, Sennacherib, the son of Sargon, attempted but failed to capture Judah. Assyrian records say that the Sennacherib leveled 46 walled cities and besieged Jerusalem, leaving after receiving extensive tribute. Sennacherib erected the Sanchez reliefs in Nineveh to commemorate a second victory of Lachish. The writings at 4 different prophets are believed to be dated from this period: Hosea and Amos in Israel, and Micah and Isaiah of Judah. These men were mostly social critics who warned for Assyrian threat and acted as religious spokesmen. They exercised some form of free speech and may have played a significant social and political role in Israel and Judah. They urged rulers and the general populace to adhere to God-conscious ethical ideas, seeing the Assyrian invasions as a divine punishment of collective resulting from ethical failures. Under King Josiah, ruler from 641 to 619 BCE, the book of Deuteronomy was either rediscovered or written. The book of Joshua and the accounts of the kingship of David and Solomon and the book of Kings are believed to have the same author. The books are known as Deuteronomist and are considered to be a key step in the emergence of monotheism in Judah. They emerged at the time of Assyria was weakened by the emergence of Babylon and may have been committed to text of pre-writing verbal traditions. Thank you for listening to the History of Israel podcast. Please subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. This has been the History of Israel podcast. Check back every Wednesday for new episodes. We're available on Apple, iTunes, Google Podcasts, as well as Spotify. We also have each episode streaming on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. We're available on eattomyownbeat.com as well as the History of Israel podcast on Facebook.